Right, we weren't going to do a year-end review, were we?
No, we were going to go out, weren't we? But we've had constant rain, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which has only just stopped.
Yeah, so,
So-
it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just sort of look back at some of the things we did in 2022 and perhaps look forward to some of the things we're going to do in 2023.
So in January we started the year off by meeting up with Trevor and Sue, didn't we, at Kettleby?
Yeah, it was a nice
Which is
site.
a really nice site.
Yeah.
And we went on that railway gala day, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a steam gala, wasn't it?
Steam gala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. Enjoyed that.
Yeah. So then we had a few months where we were back at shows that we haven't been able to go to or have been cancelled for previous years.
Yeah, the NEC, the Camping, Caravanning and Motorhome Show. No?
I think it's Caravan, I don't know. We always get it wrong.
The CCM show.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I think it's a Camping, Caravanning and Motorhome Show.
Yeah, but I think there's another C in there somewhere. But
Well, that'd be 4 C's, wouldn't it?
no. Yeah, so that
we
was
enjoyed
good.
that show anyway.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Yeah, it was nice to be back at the NEC. Yeah, then we went to the Harrogate show, which was back at its usual time.
Usual time, yeah.
In March. It
yeah.
had been, I think we'd been the previous year, but it'd been in July.
Yeah, they'd had it in July in 21 and then it was back in March. And they were talking about putting it into July in 23. But fortunately, it's back in March. So we will be at this year's
One, yes, that's right.
Yorkshire Motorhome and Campervan show, if that's what it's called. Right.
And then I think after that we went to Caton Village, didn't we, with Glyn and Sharon.
Yeah.
Went to Flamborough Head.
Oh, Flamborough Head was good. We enjoyed that. Well, that's where we saw those dolphins, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then
no one's ever seen any dolphins there, apparently.
thought, oh look, there's a load of dolphins. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. Then we went down south for April. Went because it was Easter. And
Only about 3 weeks in Ashwell, didn't we?
Well, not quite that long, about 8 days. No, it was good. We put the awning up. I went back and did some family history. Went to Wheatham's, did St Albans.
Right. Yeah, we did that thing where we went round Wheathamstead.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
did
that.
the Wheathamstead Trail, didn't it? And there were lots of sort of, things that you linked with your Uncle
Bert and Uncle Harry.
Uncle Harry, yeah.
Yeah, my granddad and all that sort of thing. No, it was. I really enjoyed that. The weather was good as well.
Yeah.
So obviously when we were down that way, we then went up to Peterborough.
Yeah.
And we went to the National Motorhome and Campervan show.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one. And Alison joined us at Ferry Meadows.
Yep.
And then we went into the show and she did motorhome manoeuvring.
Yeah.
And it turned out, I thought, I recognise that registration on the motorhome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it was the Bailey Adamo that we'd borrowed the previous year, wasn't it? The
That's
69.4.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good.
So that was a Caravan and Motorhome Club's press thing, wasn't it, with
Yeah.
Bailey?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So then from there, this nicely flowed into the fact that in May...
Screen's gone off.
We borrowed another Adamo, didn't we?
Yeah.
We borrowed the 79.4i.
Yeah, we were really interested in how we'd get on with the Island Bed. So if you haven't seen that series, it's well worth a watch. And if you only want to watch one of them, just watch the end review thing where we'll talk about how we did get on with that Island Bed.
Or didn't.
Well, don't give it away.
Yeah. Then we had a couple of meetups. We didn't have many this year, but we had 2 in June.
Yeah.
We went to Donkey Creek for the Caravan Nuts.
Oh yeah, it's Martin's meetup, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really enjoyable.
We really enjoyed that. A little, well, it was a campsite rally, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And then
again, we met up with Trevor and Sue again.
That's right. Yeah. And then after that, we went to Hermanfest, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was good.
No, I enjoyed that.
There's a lot of people there.
We were stuck right down the other end of the field.
Yeah, because we
we
arrived late, didn't we?
Well, no, we didn't arrive late. We arrived what we thought was on time, but everyone else had arrived a day earlier.
That's right. So we had to go right down the end, didn't we, in the corner?
Yeah, in the naughty corner.
Yeah, so then we followed on from there with that, what we called our southern tour, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was really hot weather, wasn't it?
Yeah, you remember what that was like?
Yeah, compared with like what December was like.
Oh, early December was freezing.
The opposite,
cold,
really, wasn't it?
No, it's just wet and, well, it's not actually windy at the moment, but just
wet.
Wet.
Yeah, so I mean, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Battle Abbey, and I think the highlight was going to Rye, wasn't it? Place we
Oh,
were just
yeah.
going to drive through.
We were going to drive
and-
through it, and we thought, well, this looks a
Yeah.
interesting place. We're walking up those cobbled streets.
That's
and,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fascinating place.
Yeah. And then after that, while we were down in the south, we borrowed that camper van, didn't we?
Oh yeah, Oliver Cox from
Webb's.
who works at Webb's. I was
Yeah.
going to say Oliver Cox, Caravanning with the Cox's YouTube channel, contacted us and said, well, we'd like to see what it'd be like if we chose to downsize,
Downsize.
because they've got a range of camper vans. So we got one to try out. Unfortunately, we couldn't drive it. They hadn't been able to arrange the insurance for it. So, but we sighted it on the site at Salisbury, the Salisbury Camping and Caravanning Club site. I thought I was going to get that wrong.
No, I think it was fine. You carry on. Yeah.
And then we visited Salisbury. We went up to the old Sarum Castle, and we did a little bit of history, background of Salisbury and the Salisbury Cathedral, and yeah, that was really good.
It was a
really
nice
enjoyed that.
weekend, actually, wasn't it?
And if you want to know how we
Got on. We did a review.
we
didn't
did a review of it, 2 videos. We did one saw where we were just in it, and one what we thought of it, and our thoughts on downsizing, really, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah. So from there, we went home,
Yeah.
obviously, and then we came across for the Norfolk Show, didn't we?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
again, Alison joined us at the Norfolk
Alison
Show.
joined us at that, yeah,
Yeah,
and she wanted to try out an awning.
Yeah.
So we lent her our
Oh, my
awning.
arm's going to sleep there. Sorry.
We lent her our awning, didn't
Yeah.
we? Help her attach it to her van.
Yeah.
And then we looked round the shows for awnings, but I think by the October show, I think she's gone off the
I
idea.
think we talked her out of it.
Yeah.
I think the trouble we had with our awning, putting it up against Alison's van, was it was catching on the sliding door.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's something you probably need to consider if you're doing a driveway awning. Is does the tunnel part of it that connects it to the awning bar catch on the driveway door? And it did on our one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
I think she's been put off. But
Yeah. Okay.
it was nice because again we met up with Trevor and Sue and Sheila and Joe.
Oh, Sheila and Joe. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm under. Yeah.
Didn't we? We
Yeah.
played Rummy Cub and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, well, wasn't it after we came home from there, we had the belt problem. We had the air conditioning belt go
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
on our way home.
Yeah. That it seemed to be getting warmer in the cab.
Yes.
And I thought the air conditioner had packed up, but it just got warmer. Because it was a fairly warm day. It wasn't too warm. So anyway, when I got home, I noticed the belt that drove the air conditioning pump had come off. So I took it to the garage, and Chris at the Southport MOT Centre basically said you were lucky that this didn't sort of destroy the engine.
Yeah, I know. It's
So-
frightening the life out
So
of
it
me.
absolutely frightened the life out of us, and
Yeah.
someone famously said on one of the comments, "You must be mad to drive it like that." Well,
You didn't know.
I didn't know.
No. It's not that. You haven't driven it that far because the
No.
garage isn't that far
No,
away.
but we'd driven it without knowing.
But without knowing that from,
Yeah.
I think from about Warrington, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, that's when it started getting warmer.
Yeah.
So, I heard a sort of a flapping noise. I think
That's when we heard that when we were
and
coming
that
on.
must have been when it came on. We're just
Yeah.
coming off the services at Warrington.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was pretty scary. So
Mm.
originally we were going to go over to Mumby, weren't we, to
Yeah, we've
campsite
still got
wardens.
that
Were booked for
booked
next
in
year.
for next
yeah,
year.
so
Yeah,
we couldn't do that because we had no van.
no.
So then we had in the meantime booked an in-between site, hadn't we?
Yeah,
To get from Lincolnshire to Wales where we were going.
yeah.
And that was a CL, wasn't it? Spring Paddock,
Spring Paddock, yeah, and
which we
unusually,
really enjoyed.
yeah, unusually for us, we'd actually gone to a CL,
Mm.
and we really enjoyed it.
It was a
And
lovely
it
place.
was a lovely place, and it was one of our most popular videos of the year, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was that Google search again, so I
Maybe,
don't know whether
yeah.
people were searching for a paddock or.
I don't
But
know,
anyway,
I
we
don't
got
know, but loads of
those
views.
are little mini views, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's Cannock Chase, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Cannock Chase, and then during that we had the Fido electric bike.
That's
We
right. You were
just
riding
got
about
that,
on
and I
that.
was riding up and down really bumpy, rocky paths.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
seeing if I could kill myself.
Again, we had some smashing weather there, didn't we?
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's great, wasn't it? Yeah, the weather.
Yeah. So then, obviously,
Oh,
we
I
went
remember
to
the weather.
we went we went to Wales, and
Yeah.
I think the highlight there was the red kite
Red kite site.
site.
Yeah.
And your village that you like. You know, you got
The
T-shirt.
town.
The town. Yeah.
Llanidloes.
Yes, it. We really like that.
Yeah.
And that amazing castle that we climbed up to.
Carrick-Kennen. Yeah, that was really good. Enjoyed that.
Yeah. So then, so we came back from there.
Yeah.
And then our next trip was the Northern Ireland tour, and that really was our main
Yeah.
tour, wasn't it? It was about 3 weeks because we stopped in Scotland on the way and on the way
It was
back.
2 weeks in Northern Ireland, wasn't it, and a week and a bit in Scotland.
Yeah.
And we'd sort of put off going to. We were thinking of going into Ireland, but we definitely sort of programmed ourselves to go to Northern Ireland because we'd booked a ferry 2 years previously, when all the pandemic kicked off.
Yeah, it was before it, wasn't it?
And they
Yeah.
were able to hold our ticket through to
This year,
this
wasn't
year.
it?
Yeah. So of course we were going on P&O, and P&O
Yeah.
having all the trouble. And
Yeah, well, because we didn't know that back in 2019. did
No,
we?
no, they sacked everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Joy.
so I mean, we enjoyed that. I mean, it
Oh, I
was a
really
stunning.
enjoyed it. All the games of Thrones.
Yeah, the
all the
castles.
locations, the Giant's Causeway.
Yeah, just so much to see there, and
Yeah,
amazing views.
I'd love to go back to Northern Ireland and Ireland and
Yeah.
do a bit more exploring. It's a whole new world, basically,
Yeah,
on
it
our
was.
doorstep. Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Mm.
Yeah, the ferry crossing wasn't too bad for either
No,
Poppy or me, so that was all right.
no, got away with that.
Yeah, so then we came back, and then it was almost time for the NEC show, wasn't it?
Yeah, so back to the NEC show.
For the first October one since
well, since-
2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So three years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, that was good. It was hard work. I always think that show's harder work than the other one. I don't
Yes.
know why. I think I probably always put myself under a bit more pressure to film a load of motos.
Because I think there's more new models. I think that's
that's
basically
it. Yeah,
the
there's
thing.
the February show tends to be the start of the season, and the October show seems to be these are the new models for the following year.
That's
so,
right. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. So
and it's the bigger show as well. Yeah, but no, enjoyed it. Hard work, but
yeah, I think we had a look at the new Adamo, didn't we?
Yeah.
New layouts there, and
Yeah.
the Swift Voyager.
yeah.
Yeah. So then that brought us to the end of October when we had the Halloween getaway, where we went to Engerthwaite Hall and Troutbeck.
Throwback, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we met up again with Trev and Sue. It's a theme here.
Theme, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Trevor. So,
And Glyn and Sharon
Yeah.
and their friends Steve and Barbara,
yeah.
didn't we?
So there was 6
With their
of us,
trailer
wasn't
tent.
there? Yeah.
Eight of
Eight
of us at one
good
time,
grief,
yeah.
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 We went for a meal, didn't we? And
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the village, but they gave us a great big round table,
oh
didn't
yeah, yeah,
they? Yeah, then that was good.
yeah.
Then we had a month at home.
I know.
You know, and
I-
this was too long because we came back on something like the 7th of November.
yeah.
And because we had like the MOT and all that for the
I
van,
had the service, the MOT,
and there was other appointments,
dogs,
dogs, and
yeah.
there wasn't a real free week, was there?
No, no.
But I think you particularly got a bit fed up,
I got
didn't you?
really fed up. Yeah, I got a bit depressed. I think really not being able to get out.
Mm.
No, it seemed a long time before we were able to get away, and I think I was going a little bit stir crazy. Yeah,
Yeah. So then we
so I won't do that again.
no. So then we got ready to go to Oxon Hall, didn't we?
Yeah.
Shrewsbury.
I'm going to say Shrewsbury. I think
Is
the
that
consensus is Shrewsbury. Yeah,
Right,
I think you
okay.
say Shrewsbury if you're American
Okay.
for some
right.
reason.
Anyway, so we went there.
Yeah.
But it was really, really cold, wasn't it?
It was bitterly cold, icy cold around there. We had a really sort of cold spot on that site, didn't we? It's a nice site, and really good facilities, but it was icy cold.
Cold, yeah.
Yeah, and we went to Shrewsbury, and Poppy hurt her foot, didn't she?
That's right, yes.
So it wasn't exactly a highlight.
No, so then we were supposed to go to Ashwell for a Christmas meal with friends.
Yeah.
They said on the Monday we were at the vets with Poppy, well, there's a lot of snow in Hertfordshire.
You know, like 4 inches in Ashwell, wasn't
Yeah, and all the roads are blocked and
Yeah.
all this. So we thought, well,
Doesn't
with her
sound
not
good.
being well, we can't do that. Then just after we cancelled, I had a message from a friend, Marion, saying both her and David got COVID,
Yeah,
so
so
they
they
couldn't go to the meal anyway.
Got the
So
dreaded lurgy. Yeah.
yeah, so here we are, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Hey. So it's been a good year, and hope you've enjoyed our videos and our coverage, and hope to bring you more in 2023.
Yeah.
What have we got planned?
Well, at the moment, we've got the shows at the beginning of the year.
Thanks,
Thank
T.
you, Tara. And then we've got an Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
We're going to, definitely.
Yeah, we're going to go to Europe, definitely.
On a Euro trip that's sort of outlined at the moment,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's outlined. We've got most of the sites that we want to go to outlined, so
Yeah, just waiting to sort of book them.
yeah, we can't book the tunnel yet.
No, so we wanted to sort of do that.
Yeah, because that puts the sort of, the starting point.
But that's
doesn't it, really?
right, yeah,
Yeah.
because we've got to get back for the October show, and of course we're looking after Tara while your sister is away.
Oh, his sister's
aren't we?
going on a cruise, so she's
Yeah.
going on a cruise in September. Yeah, my camera overheated.
I can't believe it.
It's like -5 outside. No,
No, it's not.
It's quite warm in here, so it's
Yeah.
probably why. So we probably ought to start wrapping this up. I was just
Yeah.
going to say my sister's going on a cruise in September, so we're looking after Tara,
yeah.
and might do some like day trips or
Days
something.
out, yeah.
Days out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few plans for next year. But like I say, if you've enjoyed our coverage of this year and you haven't already, please think about subscribing. It really does help, and it helps us bring...
Numbers have gone up.
Have they actually
Yeah,
gone up? Wow,
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah. I'm really
so thanks
pleased.
for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and if I manage to upload this before midnight New Year's Eve, it would be a miracle.
Yeah.
And so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the new year. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Don't drink too much. All right, go on,
No.
you can drink too much if you want.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right.
Bye then.
Bye then.